This is Random Stereotypes. In the comments, let me know which one you are, and let me know which ones I missed. If we get enough love on this video, maybe I'll do a part 2. Let me know which ones I missed. Now, starting off strong, you guys have seen this player a million times, I'm sure. We have the ball hog, and the ball hog takes many different forms. For example, you can have the point guard ball hog who comes up the court and is going to dribble his life away for 15 seconds before throwing you a grenade with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Or there's the big man who gets the rebound and goes up with it 3 straight times despite you standing there wide open in the corner. You've got the slasher who's going to run at the rim and try to contact dunk on 3 people no matter who's in the way. The ball hog can play any position. They have no limits. When they touch the ball, you know that they're shooting it 9 times out of 10, and you hate to see the ball hog on your team. Now, up next, some people hate this guy a lot more than I do. I personally don't mind this player that much, but we have the big that just sits in the paint the entire game, who's posted up. They're getting 3 in the keys. They're just screwing up the spacing for everyone and calling for the ball. And I personally, I shoot the ball. I mainly shoot jumpers, I should say. So I don't have a huge problem with this since I don't drive a lot. But I know a lot of people despise this player, and I'm sure you guys can relate. The inside big who just camps in the paint is one of the most despised stereotypes in all of Random Rec. I personally don't hate this player that much, but nonetheless, someone who's really bad at this can completely ruin the flow of a game. Now, going into the player that I personally hate the most, and if you have this type of build or you fit this mold that I'm going to talk about, I truly, it just pisses me off. It's the big man that tries to dribble and the big man that tries to play point guard. If you want to dribble so bad, please go make a guard or a shooting guard, by all means. But when I go into the Random Rec, I need my center to have rebounding and block and defense and pass accuracy and, stuff that a big man does. But when you use all your attributes on ball handle and, speed with ball as a big man, you're going to get dogged in the paint. And I know you're going to say, well, Marauder, my center's a dribble god. I don't want to hear it, okay? If you want to dribble, make a point guard. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like you. Next up, we have the coach. And the coach is an interesting one. You ever have a game where some guy just, once you load in, is in the mic telling you what you guys are going to do on offense or on defense? For example, yesterday, I load into a game of Rec, and this guy is telling our entire team that we should call him Coach Carter, and that he has the highest IQ on 2K25. Now, in general, I do like these guys because it shows that they're trying to win, and it shows that they're at least trying to use their brain power. There's different types of coaches, right? There's the guy who's arrogant and thinks he's literally LeBron. And then there's guys who are, maybe we should switch, we should do this, and is being a little more friendly about it. For the most part, I think people on 2K are a little bit arrogant, including myself. So, in general, the coach can rub a lot of people the wrong way. I don't have too big of a problem with these guys. But yeah, let me know if you guys have had any run-ins with the coach, or if you are the coach. Now, next up, we have the pass first PG, and I'm going to get specifically into what I mean by this because, there's nothing wrong with hitting someone wide open in the corner, right? If you walk down the court and someone's wide open in the corner and you hit them and you get an assist, cool, right? You throw a backdoor 2 seconds in the shot clock and get an assist, cool. You are doing your job. My problem with this specific build or with this specific player is a guy will make a PG, and he's got 90-something 3, and he's got a lot of ball handle, and he signed up to play point guard for this Rec team, and he comes down the court, and there's no one open, so what does he do? He just throws the ball to the wing and goes and sits in the corner. Right? I'm not advocating that you need to dribble your life away and you need to shoot the ball 10 times, but point guards and shooting guards generally have the highest three, the highest ball handle, the highest, guard-like tendencies, which are important to a team. An inside center or an inside power forward, or the cutters that you have on your team, they need someone to space the floor and to get them open sometimes, someone to draw attention to them. And when a guard cannot do that and they just pass the ball to their lockdown or to their center at the top of the key, you're not doing anything. So there's nothing wrong with passing the ball to someone who's wide open, but you need to find the happy middle of being aggressive but also being a good passer. Don't just exist as a point guard is what I'm trying to say. And there's plenty of existers who make their point guard builds and just say, oh, I'm just a pass first PG, but they're not really doing anything. You know what I mean? Next up, we have my actual least favorite player to play with. Even though I despise centers who try to play point guard and try to dribble, my actual least favorite player to play with is the crybaby. I mean, the guys who call timeouts when they're not getting the ball, or the guys who don't play defense or don't come down the court and just whine. Like, guys, I get it. If you've ever been that person, listen, I get it. Sometimes I've been missed wide open in the corner a gazillion times. I've also missed people wide open in the corner a bunch. People make mistakes. And sometimes you play with just idiots. I get it. There's centers who go up 8 times in a row in the paint despite you being wide open in the corner. There's point guards who come down the court and dribble for 20 seconds and throw you grenades. I get it. It is super annoying. But there's also people who just, might be newer to the game. And, maybe they're not the best passer. Maybe they're missing a bunch of their wide open shots. And not everyone is on your skill level, and you're going to play with bad people sometimes. This is Random Rec Stereotypes. So if you go into the Random Rec and you're calling timeouts and, kind of being a little bit of a baby, I think it's just something that maybe you could work on, because, I don't know, that's probably my least favorite person to play with. I haven't played with this person in a while, I'll be honest. I've been really lucky about dodging crybabies. But yeah, they exist, and it sucks to play with them. And if you're one of them, I would just think about it a little more. Think about the big picture. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on to the next. Really quickly, if you made it to this point in the video, I would appreciate it if you hit that sub button if you're new, hit the like button if you're enjoying the video, and let me know in the comments, let me know your personal experiences with these guys, which ones do you hate, which ones aren't that bad, let me know which ones I've missed. But yeah, let's get into the next one. Another one that just rubs me the wrong way is the guy that comes into a game with his own personal accolades that he has to get done versus actually trying to win the game. For example, 2 weeks ago, I load into a game, and this guy, the first thing he says before the game's even started is, as long as I get my 20 points, I'll be smooth. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I didn't know we won if you get your 20 points. Bro, if that's you, why? You're going into Random Rec. The goal is to win the game, right? I mean, that's why I play. Or the guy who's like, oh, I just got to get, my 10 assists. I average 10 assists per game. I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's a good thing. I'm glad you want to pass. But the goal is to win the game, What happens when rubber hits the road and I need my PG to score the ball? You know what I mean? There's also the center who, is I'm not letting my guys score, so I'm going to let you guys die in the paint. Listen, if God blessed you with a 93 block and you made your center build with a 93 block, please do your teammates a favor, do yourself a favor, and guard the paint. I would much rather have the other team center shoot 5 for 9 from 3 than watching the other team dunk on us all game. And personally, if I get beat, I'm going out to your guy. If you ever help on me, I'm rotating to your guy. On fast breaks, guard the entire team. Don't just run straight to your guy. Fast breaks is scramble defense. I see a bunch of guys run directly to their guy when you have to, fill a lane for a second, fill the paint for a second, step somewhere, scare the other team, and get back to your guy. So people with selfish agendas and people who are trying to get their own accolades, trying to get, X amount of points, X amount of assists, get this amount of rebounds, hold a guy under a certain amount of points. Listen, it's good to score points. It's good to get assists. It's good to play good defense, but the overarching goal of the game is always to win the game. Right, so don't go into games with this certain thing, with certain of your own goals in mind. Your goal should be to win the game, at least in my opinion. So that is going to be it for the video. If you made it this far, again, I would really appreciate if you hit that sub button. You don't have to, but it would really make my day. Hit that like button, and again, if you guys like this video, let me know in the comment section. I'll do a part 2 if this gets enough love. Let me know which ones I missed. I'll include that in the next video. Let me know which ones you've seen a lot. Let me know which players you haven't seen that much. And, give me some redefining terms. The pass first PG. I like the pass first PG. I don't mind the center that likes to dribble. That type of stuff. Let me know in the comment section. I love you all. Until next video, peace out.